Doing online videos for your business or brand can be one of the smartest things you do to increase your reach and grow your audience. But for some people, this can be a struggle when it comes to equipment and getting started. And as a result, they end up holding themselves back. Today, I'm going to talk about what equipment you can use to start making high quality videos online without breaking the bank. Hey, my name is Marlon from MarlonMcPherson.com, and I do content like this to help you with your online strategy so you can create online content to attract your ideal audience, build trust, and convert more into leads on your website. If this is what you're into, you are in the right place, so stick around. Now, let me start by saying there are several different styles and types of videos that you could be making. And the type of video you make is going to determine the equipment that you need to make such a video. Now, there are so many different types of videos, but I'm going to talk about 3 different ones today so you can actually get an understanding of where things are for you and you can determine which one is more suitable for your type of content and your audience. The first type is going to be a direct to camera video, kind of like what I'm doing right now, where you literally just turn on your camera, start recording, and you present your message, or you film the thing that you're talking about. And it's more real time. You're able to present what you're saying and doing directly to the camera. Sometimes these videos are called talking head videos because quite literally there's someone's head on screen presenting the information to you. Another type of video you could do is a presentational slide type video where you use something like PowerPoint, Apple Keynote, or even Google Slides to do your presentation. You could do this by recording your screen, but you could also be on camera. So if you use a computer with a webcam, you have the option to be on camera whilst doing the presentation. The third type of video you could be doing is a voiceover style video where you have footage overlaid on top. Now, most of the work is done in post-production for these types of videos, and they can be a little bit more involved as far as that's concerned. But generally how it works is that you record your voiceover, and then in the editing process, you add in stock images, stock footage, or you film specific footage that's going to overlay on top. Now, you could have a combination of all these various styles in one video, but for simplicity's sake, we're going to concentrate on the direct to camera or the on-camera style videos, because in my opinion, I think these make a better connection with your audience, and they can be a lot simpler to make as well, because all you need is your camera and a microphone, and you can just go ahead and share your thoughts with your audience. Now, with these types of videos direct to camera, a lot of people actually create these types of videos and just post them straight away as they are. They do these one take videos, which means that they're not actually stopping their recordings and starting and then going into the editing process and polishing things up. They literally just post the video as it is. And I know this might sound scary to a lot of people because what they expect is that the audience is going to want to see something highly polished, highly edited, something that doesn't have any mistakes or anything like that. But I will say to you that with content, this is what people want to consume, the content itself. They actually want substance over polish. And it doesn't really matter if your video isn't the best looking presentation, or it doesn't matter if it doesn't have the fanciest of editing and transitions and all these things that make a video in some people's minds perceived as high value. It doesn't have to have all these things for people to actually get value from it. In fact, there has been a shift over the last few years where people have gone from trying to do all of these highly polished and well-edited videos to now being a little bit more relaxed and authentic about how they create their videos, which means that they might leave mistakes in. You know, they don't cut every single thing out. And the best way to approach this is to pretend that you're actually speaking to a friend. So if you make a mistake, you're not going to have editing live if you're talking to someone, right? You're going to just say, excuse me, I actually meant to say this, or you just move on. And people get to see the real you, they get to understand you. And I would argue that that makes a better connection and people can actually relate more rather than having something pre-done, which is highly polished, and then it puts you up here and it makes them feel like, okay, they're on a pedestal and they make no mistakes and they're not human essentially. So I'm saying this to say that you can start by just doing these simpler videos, and hopefully this is going to encourage you to do that. Of course, a bit of light editing can help tighten things up, but it's absolutely not necessary. So now let me talk about camera equipment, because of course you need a camera to be able to shoot video, right? Now, in terms of camera equipment, you don't need anything other than a smartphone that's a mid-range or above, and it's been released within the last couple of years, because these phones have amazing cameras on them and they're more than capable of creating high quality videos. In fact, I'm actually using my smartphone, my LG G8, to record this video just to prove a point. So if you're listening to the audio version of the podcast, check out the post on my website, marlonmcpherson.com/50. I think this is going to be episode 50. So just /50, or just go to my YouTube channel and you'll be able to see this video posted there as well. And you'll see that the quality of this video is very, very good. You don't need to use a big dog camera to be able to get high quality productions. So this hopefully reassures you that what I'm talking about is true. So with your mobile phone, all you need to do is to have something like a simple tripod that you can mount on a desk with a phone holder. So that's going to hold the phone in place whilst you're filming, so it's not moving around or it's not shaking around. And you can just place that wherever you're going to record. One tip that I have for you is to make sure that you're in a well-lit area, because the more lighting you have, the better your camera is going to look. If you're in a dark and dingy area, your picture is going to start deteriorating and looking grainy and looking poor quality. It doesn't matter even if you have the best camera ever, if it doesn't have enough light hitting you, the subject, it's not going to look as good. So one thing you could do is think about your placement of your recording area and maybe go next to a window where there's natural light coming in. That's if you're recording obviously during the daytime. But if you're not able to record during the daytime next to a window and you're in a darker space, you can invest in a small LED light that you can just have focused on you. And this is going to hopefully help to light the scene and light you so you can be clearly seen in that video. Now, in terms of your audio, this is a very, very important part of your video and it needs to be good. You could look at your audio as at least 50% of your video, because if you have poor quality audio, no one's going to be engaged. It can be annoying and people will just switch off and not watch your video. So how do you get good audio for your video when using your smartphone? Now, my recommendation is that you do not use the built-in mic on your phone or on any equipment for that matter that you're using. So it could be a camera or it could be your laptop or whatever you're using to actually do your recordings. Make sure you don't use the built-in audio, the mic built in, because they're not necessarily going to be high enough quality, or the distance between you and the device might be too far for you to get that good clear audio. And you want to make sure that you're not in an environment where you're getting too much background noise and all of these things happening. So what do? What you could do is use a plug-in mic. So you could use a clip-on mic, sort of like for the purposes of the audio podcast, I'm showing my clip-on mic right now. So this is one that I use sometimes. Obviously, I'm not using it right now because I'm actually going in to the phone with my shotgun mic using a device called an iRig Pre. I do have a post and an episode on that, so you can check that out. I'll leave the links in the show notes for that one. And this is how I'm getting good quality audio going into the phone right now. So you could use something like that, or just a simple headset that you normally talk on your phone with. That could improve the audio quality dramatically as opposed to using the built-in mic. So consider getting an external mic and that should help you out. Now, those are literally all you need to actually start making high quality direct to camera videos for your business or brand. However, if you want to use additional equipment, let's say you have a camera dedicated that you want to use to record with and you have other audio equipment, you can go ahead and use those. But just bear in mind, it just makes your setup a little bit more complicated. And even though this can improve your production quality, it can also slow you down and prevent you from creating more videos. So you just have to have a balance, and the way to go is to make sure that you have the simplest setup that gives you the best bang in terms of quality for what you have. And that way you can confidently, at the drop of a hat, decide, okay, I'm going to record a video, and you don't have too many obstacles to go through and too much setting up to do, which is going to prevent you from getting on with the process. Hey there, I just wanted to jump in and say thank you for tuning in to another episode of Future Steps Creative, and I hope you found this episode informative or helpful. Also, if you'd love for me to help you directly with your content strategy or your website strategy, do reach out to me over on my website, marlonmcpherson.com. There are several ways that I can work with you, including helping you to figure out your overall strategy, as well as helping you with ongoing content creation so you can be consistent with attracting your ideal audience, as well as to help you with optimizing your user experience on your website for better conversions. I look forward to hearing from you soon, and I'll speak to you in the next one.